Nintendo! Bones, it's good to see you. Jinx, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. How are we doing? There's going to be a lot of rustling on the microphone. I am just going to take my meds, because I haven't yet, which means I need to get some water and the powder and mix it all up and do all the things. Ooh, Jerry's already live. How long has Jerry been live? If you don't know, Jerry's starting her all-a-thon today, and I'm really excited about it. If she's still on by the end of my stream, we will raid out to her. This stream's going to be about 2.5 hours. Slightly shorter than what I usually do, and that's because I am tired. I had a bit of a rough one today, mentally. Don't know why, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And I took myself on a nature walk. Oh, sorry, you can probably hear me playing Jerry in the background. I took myself on a nature walk, and it's great. It's a hot day, and it's a long walk. And I'm currently conditioning my body to get used to that, but it's not quite used to it yet, so I'm quite tired. But ready to do some crafting for a few hours. I'm literally steaming more than freshly cooked rice. I'm a very warm boy and too hot to stream. So valid, Jinx. You also live in a hot house. You do live in a hot house. It is hot. I am expired. The thing is, right, I didn't think that it was, or I thought that it was hotter than it is. It's only 27 degrees. Next week, it's going to be hotter. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're going up to like 32 on Monday, which is 5 more degrees than this, which I'm not happy about. Who wants to see my goop? Oh, I need to reconfigure the widget. Hey. Any other polystyrene babes in here? Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Stream elements. Alright. What's it meant to be on Thursday? No idea. I would have to look that up on the Met Office. It's hot because I live here. Yeah, Jinx, can you stop warming up the country, please? Honestly, so inconsiderate of you. Amber weather warning in force. Why? Where? Who? What? Where? Oh, no. Guys, look at the Met Office. Monday 22nd, Tuesday 23rd. In the south. I do believe... Yep, it's covering Oxfordshire. It's covering all the way up to just on the cusp of Chipping Norton and Moreton in the Marsh. And Buckingham. We have an amber weather warning for extreme heat. Cheers! Oh no! Oh no! I didn't think it was going to get that bad! Well, I'm going to melt. What does the actual forecast say? Because I went on to Met Office to find the forecast, and it just immediately said amber warning where you are, and I was like, for what? Girl, for what? Yeah, 32, 33, but I guess because it's full sun and it's going to be high UV exposure as well, people are going to get very hot. Oh no, I have an interview, I'm not happy. Is it the interview? Is it the interview for the job at our place? Okay, hang on, let me just get this down me. I have to chug it. Oh, it's down. Oh, it's down. The interview? Oh my god. Make sure they turn on the aircon units, because we do have aircon units there, but I think that the staff, apart from the woman who is dating the man who we both have trouble with, to be as non-specific as possible, she doesn't have any trouble turning them on, so hopefully she'll be in. I will bite them if they don't. Good. So today, 27, only down to 17 at night, so it's going to be a hot night. I feel like a weather woman. Tomorrow, 24, going to be a little break. Goes down to 14. Fairly cool night. It's going to feel nice. Sunday, ramping up to 29, 17 at night. Monday, 32, 17 at night. Tuesday, 33, 18 at night. Wednesday, 31, 18 at night. Thursday, 30, 17 at night. So, if you count the 29 on Sunday, from Sunday to Thursday, all 30 plus. And we have an amber weather warning for extreme heat. Do you know what? Because there's a warning on it, do you know, my fan broke. I was literally just about to say to my mother, because Cosmos had some ill health. I'm not sure if you were here, Bones, yesterday. I was so excited because it was the launch of my second Fables book, but also it was really rubbish because Cosmo had gone to the vet and he's got an inflamed bladder. He's currently on anti-inflammatory drugs, pain-killing drugs, and antibiotics, and he will be on those for 10 days. So that's during his sort of like healing period. And now we're going to have an amber warning for heat. I might invest in a good fan. I might invest in a bit of an aircon thing. I know Pale knows a really good one, but that's like £200. I think just to get some airflow in the house. Because we're stuffed if there's no airflow. If there's no breeze, well, 33 degrees, full sun, we're done for. I haven't explained the craft we're doing today. Well, I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory. You can see it. We're doing some actual embroidery, not just cross-stitch. Though it's debatable as to whether cross-stitch is like real embroidery or not. I say it's real embroidery. Because pixel art is real art, right? That's my writing up there. I don't have a place for it off of my desk. And this one is something that my mother got me for Christmas. And it's like a mixed media thing. So it has the that's what it should end up looking like. We'll see whether it does or not. So it has the thread for embroidering and the Ada for embroidering, and the Ada's printed on. All of that, very classical. But then it has beads. It has these colourful little beads you can add to make up bits of it. I've never done a craft like this before. But it has these little beads that you add to it. And also it has golden thread. Not real gold, I'm sure, but it has like golden thread, which I've never used before. And this, I don't know what this is for. So all of this is new. But I thought it was a nice craft to do, a complete craft to do. Because this is my final month of crafting streams. It won't be my final month of doing crafting on stream ever, because some of the crafting is wrapped up in the raising money for the new setup. So I'll be back to crafting here and there on a Wednesday. But as for crafting streams, they actually end on the 26th, so next week. So I thought I'd get one more big craft in. After that, I will be drawing. I'm going to be taking a drawing course for the last 3 months. Not the last 3 months of the year, the last 4 months of the year. Hang on, that can't be right. Yeah, the last 4 months of the year. August, September, October, December. That's 5 months. No, I'm wrong. Sorry, yes, I will be doing it for 3 months. And then after that, the last 3 months of the year will be dedicated to something else. I did have a plan all written down, but I'm a bit flustered in the heat, not gonna lie. I took a walk to the corner shop because I wanted something to do today. And I'm trying to build up that tolerance to exercise. And I arrived at a nature reserve and I was in a flop sweat. It was terrible. So, we have our guide, which is unreassuringly small. That seems far too small. We've got spider's web stitches. It teaches you how to do the different plants. If it's going to try and make me do French knots, I'm afraid I'm going to throw a hissy fit. I don't do French knots well. Most embroidery is best worked on a hoop or a frame. Blah, blah, blah. Use the suggested number of strands, 2s, 4s, or if unsure, use 2 or 3 strands in the needle. I didn't see a needle. Oh yeah, there's needles in there. They've given me 2 needles. That's very generous. Oh! You're gonna make me do a French knot. I did nothing today. I'm the ills. Oh no! What do you have? I had a head cold recently and it sucked. I'm gonna buy a fan for Cosmo. Half of today is going to be dedicated to shopping on Amazon for a fan for my dog. And maybe a cool mat. Cool mats are fairly cheap. Because you don't have to get a full-size one for your dog. You can just get one that sits under the dog's belly. Because that's where the heat's going to be lost. So if I get him a mini one and tuck it under his tum-tum, then and he should be fine. Some form of chest infection. Oh, Bones, that's rotten. I'm so sorry you've got that. The first instruction in this is create some daisies. Teach me how, first. Here's some daisies in the straight stitch. In straight stitch, in number 12. So number 12 is the type of thread, so that's white. So it's telling me to stitch white in the dotted circles around here in straight stitch. Yes, I think that's what it's telling me. This hoop needs major tightening. I'm going to hang this on my wall when I'm done. It's a nice one to do in the summer, I think. It's got all the flowers on it. It'd be nice if I learned how to, like, make different flowers in this craft. And then I could apply that to my own Ada. And then I could make my own little flower collages. Oh, I could even make a bouquet for someone. Would that be romantic? If I stitched a bouquet. If I had a romantic partner in my life who had hay fever or something and I stitched them a bouquet instead. Would that be okay, bouquet? Yes, romantic. Thank you, Bones! I have ideas! There was a really cute fanfiction I read, where it was a bit confusing. It was two women, of course. And one of them threw away the flowers that the other one got her. And she was like, oh, so she hates me. But it turns out that she was allergic. And so the other woman spends all night building her Lego flowers to give her. And it's so sweet. Can you drop into my partner? Through the ether, Bones. I'm doing what is the equivalent of an airdrop to them right now. Okay, I need to fix the... I'm very... I cannot confirm whether I do have ADHD or not, but I'm very distractible today, is what I will say. Like, I'm halfway looking for a fan, halfway fixing the Pomodoro timer, halfway worrying about the weather, and halfway doing this project. Which is a lot of halfways. Pomodoro settings, 25 minutes, short break, 2 minutes, long break, 5 minutes. Number of sessions, I think we'll keep at 6 because this is going to be a slightly longer stream. But the purpose of running the timer on the crafting streams is to remind me to take breaks and make sure that my hands are okay. So we'll do that. They very kindly gave me tulips, which I cannot touch. No, that's so sad. That's so sad. You get vicious hay fever? That's something that I don't have. My uncle has it, and I think that possibly my mother's coming down with it. So maybe it's something that happens with age in my gene pool. But as a kid, never had it, and as of now, don't have it. Evil hay fevers. Bestie has wicked hay fever. She's got horrible hay fever. And I do not envy anyone with it. So we have stem stitches and single stitch. So it's telling me to do single stitch. But it's not told me what single stitch is. I know what I think single stitch is. But that does not necessarily mean that's what it wants me to do here. Stitch French knots in the center. It just, at some point, it just says refer to the photo. Girl! The photo looks very variable, which is interesting. Chain stitches for the petals in number 13. So, the very first instruction, create some of the daisies in straight stitch in number 12, 3 strands, radiating from out the center of the flowers, fill in between the petals with number 12, metallic white, stitch French knots in center. Okay. Basically, if it can be wrong with me, it is. That is a chronic illness vibe. You never just have one when you're chronically ill, right? You can never just have one. One isolated condition. When I first came down with sort of all of this, I was like, right, you know what? I've got OCD and I've got some troublesome periods. You know, I've got enough on my plate. Surprise, surprise! There was more coming. Gotta catch them all. Exactly. Exactement. I was about to ask how I get this needle out of the packaging. It's a needle. It can pierce the packaging. Oh, I'm so getting a fan for my dog. I don't think in my dog's lifetime that we've had an amber weather warning of extreme heat. I don't think that that's happened. Oh, look at that. They say do it in number 12. Number 12's got two. Number 12's got two colours. It's got a shiny one and a not shiny one. Fill in between the petals of number 12 metallic white. That's why it specifies metallic white. Look at that. There's a white and a metallic white. Can you see that on the stream? Kind of is the answer. So we're using just white at the start. Which we shall do. I trust my instincts. I would say that I'm very good at cross-stitch, but that's because you don't have to think when you cross-stitch. I am very bad at classic embroidery, especially French knots. There will be a fight at some point in this stream between me and a French knot, and I will not win. It will not go my way. Instructions unclear. I've reopened Minecraft. Bones, do you know what? Minecraft is offering sponsorships based on channel size at the moment, and I was so tempted to take this crafting stream and turn it into a sponsored stream and be like, oh, I'm just hopping on Minecraft. But because it technically counts as crafting, but you know what? I should do something with my hands, and my eyes are so poorly at the moment. My sclera, my episclera are itising because I have episcleritis. Which means the top layer of invisible skin on my eye gets... I mean, knowing you, Bones, because we're the same person in different font, you've probably had it before. How much they offer? For a channel of my size, only about a tenner. But they do scale up, so you've seen people on Twitter talking about it, and they're being offered thousands and thousands, but that's based on how many impressions they get. Yep. Have you had that? I got nodular episcleritis, which means the skin on top of my eye grew a nodule, and it was absolutely terrifying. And it was like during the last week of my master's degree, and I was like, right, I've grown a lump on my eye. Should I submit my dissertation or just go to Specsavers? I think I did go to Specsavers to get it checked. This needle thing is quite small. Are they two different size needles? Oh my god, yes they are. Look at the difference. Oh, that's never going to pick up on camera. Can you see the difference in the needle hole? Can you see that? Go on, camera, you can focus. Look how big that one is. That's a big boy. Had that when I was in Wales with no transport. It's horrid, isn't it? Because it really is. They say that the sensation is like having a grain of sand in your eye. I think it's a lot worse. Because it's like it's like almost like an acrid burn. Or at least that was my experience of it. Why have they given such vastly different needles? This one I would say is too big. If the grain of sand was on fire, maybe, right? It's such a horrible feeling. You can't look at any light. It's horrid. Right, let me look up very quickly single stitch. I'm fairly sure that I know what it is. But knowing me, I'll fall at the first hurdle. Single stitch embroidery. Pull the thread up, push the needle down, pull tight. Yeah. Easy peasy lemon juice. And I'm going to keep the little guide up here for me, balanced on my water bottle. Because it doesn't actually want me to go fully into the middle. It has those little circles. And it's just to come out from here. And on some of them, they've only done a few stitches, and some of them they've done a huge amount. So I'm going to do a mix. And I shall use that as a guide. The first stitch has happened. Oh my goodness. The first stitch. One stitch, all better. I think what it wants me to do is put 2 to each dot. Which makes sense, but they're going to end up alongside each other. Unless I do something like this. Actually, you know what? Let's go round first. And put it 1 in each of the dots. And then I'll go from there. Hey, fanfiction here, how you doing? Said it was Big Boy as I started to doze off and then woke me up. Hello, Big Boy. Waves from the French Alps, where they've gotten drenched by a sudden storm and hasn't been able to shower in their apartment yet because of the torrential downpour an hour earlier because of the water systems went offline. Oh my goodness, fanfiction here. What a debacle you are in. Are you okay? I refuse to look at why those words woke me up. You know what? Denial is a river in Egypt, and that's okay. That's alright. They've done them in weirdly different styles on here, but I think that they've used a different thing for those daisies. They've put one thread through and then pulled it tight. I think they've used a different technique. It's a whole different stitch. Which they might ask me to do in a bit. Create more daisies using detached chain stitches. Yes. So I will only stitch the ones here that use this technique. On the front of here, anyway. To be honest, I kind of prefer this one. I think it looks more real. But this is a bit of a crash course for me in real embroidery. So I should do all the stitches. We're both in the fun river. I'm soaked, but I'm good. Working on my conlang phrase book for my fantasy work. Well, good luck, fanfictioneer. I hope it goes very well for you. I think I'll do one more stitch in between all of these. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. We were just talking about the weather too, fanfictioneer. We have an amber weather warning for extreme heat coming our way. And I was just talking about how my dog, my elderly dog, who is recovering from sickness right now, is going to have to live through that, and that I might buy a fan. Do you have any good recommendations for fans on Amazon? Under £50, ideally? Looking through my bookshelves and I forgot a cool thing to tell you, which I think is my great-grandfather. It might be my great-great-granddad who wrote the first Gaelic dictionary. Is that Gaelic, Irish Gaelic or Scottish Gaelic? Gaelic. One of them's Gaelic and one of them's Gaelic, and I can never remember which. Either way, very cool. Scottish, very cool! So did you find the copy of it or the original notes for it? Scottish. Scotland. I have a family tartan and everything, and both the first published copy and the notes that you wrote. That's amazing. I love that you have that family history too. That's really fun. I'm so glad that you have that. I think I'm pulling the Ada a bit too taut. I'm getting some gaps. I'm being a silly goose. Have I told you about my fun Oxford history? No, please do. Scottish family tartan too. I wonder if our families have clashed or allied in the past. Ooh, that'd be interesting to look at. Would you restart the feud or would you make peace? That's the question. Would you do an annual Iron Brew trade or something? I thought this would use only one thread, but I actually think it's going to take two. Not that that matters hugely. I will fill in the gaps with the shiny one, which I'm very much looking forward to using. Never used shiny thread before. William the Conqueror gave Oxford to a man named Robert, and I'm going to look up how to write his surname. It changed to Dwelly, and was my family's surname before we married into the Woods family. Oh, cool! So you were like the OG family owners of Oxford, or the OG French owners of Oxford, after William the Conqueror did his conquering. That's awesome, isn't it? How cool! I should have stitched over that green dot. I did not. One whoopsie into the embroidery. D'oily. D'oiloir? I don't know how you'd say that in French, but d'oily. Yeah, he built Oxford Castle! Whoa, that's so cool! And now Pride takes place at Oxford Castle. I wonder how he'd feel about that. I hope he'd feel good about it. I hope he'd say work. Alright, this is definitely going to take more than a few. Especially if I want to make it a nice 3D one. Where's the next one? It says create daisies, but they've only put 3 on the front that are like that. So I guess we're doing 3. In single stitch style. It's looking good so far, though. Proud of it. I'd love to be able to embroider things freehand. Like, if you remember, I think a month ago I was talking about getting some really nice, sustainably produced in the UK plain cotton clothing and then embroidering it myself to make it unique. That's something that I might do next year, I think. And then hopefully those pieces of clothing will last a couple of years. I'm sorry, what? Your family makes mine sound like lame. My grandfather just had a golf trophy named after him. Hey, a golf trophy is a golf trophy. My family has a road named after them. I can't give you the name, obviously, because I would dox myself. But they have a road named after them that's like 5 houses long. And it was just like, oh yeah, that's where all of them live, you know? All of that name. A road is a road, a golf trophy is a golf trophy. I'm gonna call that one done, I think. So the next one they've done on the front in the same style is this one, and then this one. So I'm actually gonna cut it with my mother's embroidery scissors, which I am adamant she will take back one day, but I am the only one doing embroidery at the moment. She's getting into her watercolors, I do believe. Damn ads. Oh, I'm sorry, fanfictioneer. Let me send a message. And his nephew declared his support for Empress Matilda over King Stephen, which because of that, Stephen came to Oxford, seized the castle for 3 months, and burnt the city down in the process. Oh my god, Bones! I want to go on a Your Family tour of Oxford. Would that be weird? Would you design a tour of Oxford and take me on it? I'd be so down for that. I'm so into history. I would totally do that, right? Go to some of the nicer coffee shops. That would be everything. It would be everything. There's a really nice coffee shop in a place. It's not quite in Oxford town, but it's in the Plain. It's also called St. Clement's. Near one of the parks. That is a nice coffee shop, but it is way overpriced. It's sort of like a coffee shop that you'd go for a treat. Who's messaging me? Aww. It's Lady Magora on Instagram. She was hyping up my announcement for Fables Volume 2. Thank you, Lady Magora. I love you. See, this is nice at the moment, but that's because it's single stitch. You're going to see a different side to me come out when I have to do the French knots, which is going to be fairly soon. It's hilarious because my birth family was connected to the Spanish Inquisition. My adopted family was related to Sir Francis Drake. Wait, that's so funny. That's so funny. Nobody expects you to steal the family line. Nobody. I mean, that is kind of the ultimate revenge, isn't it? Facts. Thank you, Fanfictioneer, for watching them. I'm so sorry that they have to happen to disable pre-rolls. But you're watching them just disabled pre-rolls for new viewers of the channel for the next hour. So thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. I've got the best of both worlds. Hannah Montana was everything. I really think that Hannah Montana was very queer media. I don't think it intended to be. I think it was meant to be girly media, but it became queer media very quickly. Not because of, I didn't know because of Miley Cyrus, because sometimes you can tell even when people are very young. But like, it just happened, you know? The gays got a hold of it, and I love them for it. I think it was also the dressing up as someone else, the wigs. Yes, yes I did, Fanfictioneer. Yes I did. I didn't read it out, but I waited for you to come back. My grandfather on my dad's side also had the world record for the javelin for several years. Nice. Do you have like newspaper clippings or like news stories that feature him? Do you keep hold of that stuff? We had a bunch of old medals from Ireland because we had an athlete in the family who I don't know whether he went to the Olympics, but he went to a lot of world championships. And I don't remember what he was. I think he was a long distance runner. But that was like a whole glass cabinet in Ireland that we kept a hold of everything. Attempt to nom. All good. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you boosting the numbers and being so lovely, Bones. Good luck with the nom. Attempting to eat is a vibe, especially in the heat. An attempt will be made. Somewhere in my camera feed, I have 17k pictures though. I didn't realize that you can search things using AI in your phone now. Now, I do not endorse AI, but what I was looking for was a particular word on a form that I had photographed. And I had to look through 3k pictures on my phone, but I typed the word in the AR bar and it found it in about 2 minutes. And I was like, a use for AI. That's pretty good. That did indeed make my life easier, and there was no one that I could have hired. I'm not taking business away from anyone by doing that. That was genuinely a good use for AI. I was like, yeah. But fuck generative AI. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I think I need to go like 1 up on these ones. This is looking good on stream. I mean, it's looking alright in real life too, but on stream you get the top-down view that I can't really see with my human eyes. I didn't think the white was standing out that much, but it is. If it's assistive and used like a tool, then you can refine afterwards. It's fine. It's only when it does something to replace creativity. And I say, why the fudge would I want you to replace my skills with someone else's, right? I do think that generative AI is making things less efficient, for sure. But that was just a use that was so... It was so, like, black and white and perfect. I was like, oh, brilliant. You can use AI to analyze your pictures, to look for a particular word, and then you have the picture and you don't have to look through 3K of them. Perfect. Wonderful. Yes, you. Come here. I need to tell you a secret. What is it, Lady Magora? What is it? What is the secret? Oh, Lady Magora. I saw you hyping me up on Instagram as well, you lovely person. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I mean, long time no see. We did just spend an hour together in writing club. We also need to decide what film we're watching tomorrow. Watch party. Christian reminded me. I didn't even think that we had one. But of course we do, and I announced that we had one a week ago. For real, I have many, many, many movie options. We watched Mrs. Doubtfire. That was the most recent one, and that was great. What do I feel like watching? We've done all the Kung Fu Pandas together, which again was great. We did Arcane back when we could watch Netflix through screen capture. I feel like we should watch something... I mean, you could argue that Mrs. Doubtfire is queer media as well, but I feel like we should watch something LGBTQ. Because it is LGBTQ month. But to be honest, I don't think I own a lot of queer media. I'm pretty bad at owning it. Going in with another thread. The threads are quite short. I understand why they do this in packages, because it's really annoying when threads get tangled and you lose a lot of thread in tangles. But, I mean, those are short even for me. They're so small. Alright, first break. Stretch those hands. Still need to test if I can connect my DVD player to my laptop. Do it! Gen AI can be assistive, like hunting very specific pictures down. If you ever make a picture with it, it's not art. It's computer-rendered artificial pictures. Abbreviated lol. It's crap. It really is crap. It's tat. It's the equivalent of tat in the shops. They just keep making more and nobody wants it. Why is Google football? Oh, it's a Scotland match day. I didn't realise Scotland were playing. When are they playing? I'm gonna buy Cosmo a stand fan. And I'm gonna ask Jinx about it, because Jinx has a few standing fans. I'm gonna see what brands he has. Because every summer I say I'm gonna get a cooling fan, and every summer I don't. And now we've got an amber warning, and I'm like, right, so I should have gotten one then. £89? Am I willing to spend £90 on a fan? Ooh, it has an aromatherapy option though. Could make the house smell like lavender. It won't go to waste because I will use it for my room afterwards. It will be my fan. I will just use it during that time to... That doesn't cool the air, though. I was hoping for something that would cool the air. Is that going to be really expensive? Oh, we're back into making mode. Focus mode, making mode, crafting, makers and crafting mode. I'm browsing on Amazon. I know that Jinx has one that actually cools it. You'd think for £90 it would have a cooling function. That doesn't have a cooling function. All that does is blow the air around. That doesn't cool anything. Fan, air purifier, heater, sound level, fan power, heater power. Phillips, we're going the wrong way if we're going into heaters. We need coolers. Me and my granddad was supposed to meet the Queen. Really? Really? When? You saying? Yeah, I was just saying, Jinx, I know you have... Do you have a cooling fan? Or are the fans at your place... Do they just push the air around or do they cool the air? They certainly feel like they cool the air at yours. That one looks good. No, again, that just pushes the air around. I mean, airflow's good, but I wanted it to be cooling. You can get those cheap ones. I used to have a cheap one which has like a cardboard insert in it, and you actually make the cardboard insert wet. So you pour water into it, and that's how it cools things. So I don't want one of them. I want an actual cooler. I mean, the most efficient thing for me to do would be to take the leap and get a temperature control unit that has the pipe that goes out the window, but to be honest, I don't have the space. I just want a nice, fairly small fan. Standing fans are good. I'll try and get a standing fan that cools. Because I don't think Cosmo, at 12 years of age, with his bladder infection, is going to cope very well. I mean, he's a Labrador, an elderly Labrador, still hasn't shed his winter coat. Never had a weather warning like that, to my recollection, in his life. We've had plenty of yellow ones, but I don't think I've ever seen an amber one for extreme heat during his lifetime. So he's getting a fan. A small AC unit with a section you can put water and ice to release a cool mist, plus an aromatherapy bit. See, I'm not sure about that for Cosmo, because with the cool mist, I don't think that would cool him down. Because the way that dogs cool off is evaporation. But then, I guess it would cool him down because it would be cool water. And it would cool the ambient room temperature down because the water would be evaporating, right? It would be more humid but more cool. So I'd have to think about that. Do you know what brand it is, Jinx? Jinxie Boy, Pounce, Lurk, watching movie and Din Din. All good, Lady Magora. Enjoy the movie and enjoy the Din Dins. I need to pick a movie out for tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna go through the archives tonight. I'm gonna go through the big DVD drawer that we have downstairs, and I'll pick something good. I can send you the link. Yes, please. Because I know that fan's good. And so it might be that they have another one on offer that fits my needs. And I know it's reliable. But like, there are a lot of brands coming up. One of them's called Dr. Prepare. Pelonis, Nebula Flow, Drio, Adobe, Neo, Agiostar, Homcom, Midea. So that's like a bunch of brands and I don't know which one to go with. Philips I thought was reliable. I was like, oh yeah, Philips, but apparently they're more into making heaters, which is the wrong direction. Rubber's bump on head. Ow. Oh, Lady Magora, you cutie boy. Sure, Buck went out to watch the playful scene. Can I join you, fanfiction here? That sounds nice. Technically, my little fan still works, but I mean, it offers no airflow. It's a nothing fan, really. If you put ice in it, that can cool the ambient temperature, but you have to leave it running for like 4 hours before it makes a degree of difference. So I need something a bit more powerful for my doggy boy. Which really shows you how I spend my money. Because Cosmo deserves better than I do. I'm like, he must have it. He must have the most expensive. Link sent via DMs. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me see the brand. Let me see. The brand... What does it say, the brand? Oh, it says Snowcat Tech. Wait, I kind of love that. I love that brand name. Snowcat Tech. Snowcat Tech. What does Snowcat Tech offer? Oh, they tend to do dehumidifiers. Okay. I want a fan that size with a proper cooling component. Because a lot of the fans advertised, they'll say it's a cooling fan, but it doesn't have a cooling component. All it does is blow the air around. Which is fine when you're a human. But I want the best for Cosboy. For the Cosboy. RGB in the water tank section too. Oh, yes, Jinx, gimme. I'd like that one for my room. I'm going to be redesigning the room soon. I'm going to be taking... So, about 2-3 years ago, my mum gave me some money after my grandmother died. And I've used it for various things. I bought the laptop with it. And I've made various purchases with it. And there's about... Do you know, I'm not sure how much left. But let's say at least 1,500. At least. Definitely, probably more. But I'm going to take what's left of that. And I'm going to use it to redesign my room alongside getting a new computer set up. And I'm going to customize this room for another 6 months to a year of streaming. And that is my time frame for moving out. I think after that I will try to move out. But this can be part of that because this fan will be going in my room afterwards. And that is the logic I'm using to justify purchasing a really expensive fan for my dog. This one doesn't have a center dot, which is irritating me. I guess the center is about here. Maybe the one above it. And then I'll go in like that. Oh, you're on Megora. Vanishes and reappears behind Megora, grinning playfully before tipping ice-filled water over Megora's shoulders to avoid her nice hair. Aw, that's so considerate. Oh, look at you guys. There's a small cooked pack of popcorn at Megora for seeing his popcorn getting soaked. How dare you? You can't soak the popcorn? Toffee popcorn is elite. What's everyone's favourite type of popcorn? If you say sweet, you will be banned. I'm just casually browsing for fans right now. What do you call a cooling component? Because I'm typing in, like, cooling fans and it's coming up with everything but... Air cooler or evaporative cooler? This blows air over a wet filter or ice packs. That's the one that you have. Or an air conditioner. So is there something called an air conditioning fan? It's still coming up with the bloody Philips one. That one doesn't have a cooling component. I've already looked at it. I like my popcorn like I like my women, either slathered in butter or caramel. Tay, what an entrance! Hello, hello! It's good to see you! And yes, you're absolutely right. Buttered popcorn is a pass. Salted popcorn is a pass. Sweet popcorn is a fail. Caramel popcorn, or toffee popcorn as we call it here, is a pass. Yelps would turn around to try and tackle fanfiction near guy into the water. Get him! Get his ass! It looks like if you want to get an air cooler, then that's going to be £100+. That's crazy. I'll have a look tonight and I'll see if I can get a nice standing fan with an actual air cooling component. Again, that is a tower fan. That is not an air conditioning fan at all. That is a lie. That is a marketing lie. That's a humidifier. That one uses ice packs as well. Oh, this is terrible. Amazon, you're a mess. Watching the movie flow on Netflix, and it's like watching a game turned into a movie. The animation feels like it. Oh, cool. I'll have to give that one a try. The last movie I watched that I really, really, really enjoyed was called Hoppers, and it's a Pixar movie about electrical beavers, is the best way I can describe it. Hey, you magnificent saber, you. Absolutely. Hard agree, Megora. Falls backwards but catches Megora and laughs. Watch it. You wouldn't want to slip. Reorients Megora and pats her head gently. Oh, you guys are having like your perfect anime beach day right now. You know the beach episode that happens in most animes? You're having your beach episode right now. I love that for you. I guess I'll have to look it up by brand. Air conditioning fan brand. Fun fact, the entire thing was made in Blender. Was it? Wait, it's out on Netflix? Is it a big movie? Flow? I feel like it has a fox in it. Does it have a fox in it? Or am I mistaking something else for it? Aw, Lady Megora, you cutie pie. Zaps over to Netflix in an instant to hunt it down. I guess it would be front page. Especially for someone like me who watches a lot of animated stuff. Take a look. Netflix. I just typed in Netflix. I think my brain is melting. I accept my fate, though. Gonna be too hot to function anyway. May as well just stop it functioning now. Mine sure is, for real. Missed on Tuesday notes, we were categorizing people in the community as swords. Tay the saber. Hey, I see.
Gave birth to this child.
Oh god, that's Netflix.
Yes.
Hush, hush, Netflix. Hush. Hush, Netflix. Hush, hush, hush. Oh, it's not listed on mine. My top recommended is a true crime documentary, which is wild. Low. It's not on Netflix for me. Maybe it's only on Netflix in your country. A black cat. I just started watching it. Oh, a black cat. Why did I think it was a fox? I love true crime. Weird to say, though. I mean, I'm captivated by it. I'm captivated by it. And I enjoy it to that end of entertainment that I'm really captivated by it. But some of them do make me feel a bit sick. But I think that's normal. I think that's what everyone feels when they watch it. Aircon fans. Robert Dias. There we go. Robert Dias sells an actual aircon fan, not a con. Portable air. Oh, B&Q coming in with the deal. Portable air conditioning unit with ice water fan. Oh, okay, it uses the same thing, but that's only £38. That's not too bad. What is the... Simple air circulators to portable units that actually blow cold, conditioned air. That's what I want. I want an actual air conditioner. They pull in warm air, cool it using a compressor, and vent the hot air out a window through a hose. Best for bedrooms and medium-sized things that get very hot. Let's see what B&Q has to offer. I like that deal. Uncertain. I need to know more. All good. According to Jinx, I'm a dagger or a short sword. I could see that. I could see that. What's the name of that curved sword that, is it Sikhs? Sikhs carry? I also feel like you would be a Dane sword as well, Lady Magora. Like one of those short Viking swords. Have you seen those? I guess that would count as a short sword, though. Oh my god. B&Q, the first one it comes up with. Eurom, 120,000 BTU, compact portable air conditioner, dehumidifier and fan. £390. Wow. I want Cosmo to be cool, but I also don't want me to be broke. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? God, you could buy a proper industrial one from B&Q. That's really weird. I don't know why I wouldn't expect B&Q to have that. But they have anything up to 1,500 blocks that need to be drilled into the wall. That would have to be installed. But my favourite manhwa is getting an animal overgeared is dope. I don't know what any of those words mean, but I'm happy for you. I'm not really focusing during this focus mode. I'm worrying about the weather and my poor Cosy boy. My poor baby Cosy boy. My poor baby Cosy man. Anime, not animals. Sorry. Just found out my favourite manhwa is getting an anime. Okay. Overgeared is dope. Okay. What is overgeared? The Magora was a gladius. Timeless, balanced, versatile, deadly. It made an empire and sustained it. Magora is beautiful and powerful and inspiring. Oh my goodness. Tay, that is beautiful. You do have sword riz. I knew it. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a gap in between, like, the ones that cool using ice and water and the ones that actually have compressors in them. They are quite expensive. I do not think I have it in my budget to have one of those. I think I could get away with a fan that uses ice and a cooling mat. We can get him on the cooling mat. Newts, you're a hook sword. Yeah, I am. Actually, that was one of my favourite weapons in Avatar The Last Airbender. Because aren't they, like, used in tiger form, Qigong? That makes me happy. I was born in Year of the Tiger. For animes, I'm trying to work out how long it took to get licensing agreements and IP rights to adapt the mangas, manhwas, and manhwas that I have enjoyed reading. Hey! Well, I'm glad that something you really enjoy is being adapted. Hopefully they do it right. That's the next hope, isn't it? That they will do it in a way that's loyal to the source material. Candy's calling for dinner and movies. Nice, Jinx. Enjoy. Have a good stream, folks. You're all amazing. Well, thank you very much, Jinx. I appreciate it. You have a good movie night. And say hi to Candy for me. Back to sparking and Uber Eats for money. I hope that you get all the good tips tonight, Tay. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Am I going to spend ages on these daisies and filling in the background with the fancy thread? Yes. Why am I going to do that? Because I don't want to move on to the French knots. It's like the next step. Jeff, how you doing? How's it? Jeff, first of all, thank you for streaking. I love the view. And second of all, thank you for the 15 stream streak. That is very impressive. Napping and listening for 30 minutes as a break. Probably going to be an 11, 12 hour day. Well, I hope it isn't too hot for you where you are. I hope you have a nice cool 12 hours. I'll show you what I'm working with. Yep. Show me. Show me all the good stuff. I'm quite proud of these daisies. Has anyone in the UK seen that really creepy perfume ad where it has like all those women in the field and they start going daisy, 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 daisy? That ad scares the shit out of me. Alright, beautiful. 3 single stitch daisies as it is on the cover here. I need to go in behind what I've already done with this very fancy thread that I've never used before. I've never used sparkling thread. So I'm going to grab this and take a strand. And they've asked you to go behind what you've already done to make it look more 3D there. And that is what I will do. So is this 3-strand thing? Or, hang on, let me read the instructions real quick instead of plowing ahead. Fill in between the petals number 12 metallic white. It doesn't say to split it into anything, so that is what I will do. I will use it as it is. That seems sensible. It looks pretty thin. Hopefully I don't run out of the stuff. Watch Hat Al Atelier. Oblivious Saint can't control her powers. Season 2 of an adorable rom-com. You and I are polar opposites. I'm super happy. Hey, Fanfictioneer, I'm so glad. Hey, Jeff. Hey. Tay! Thank you so much for streaking. I love the view. And second of all, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Before I leave, I'll leave a visual tip for Newt and anyone else that might want to peek. We all do. Come out here. We all do. Right, let's go in with this white thread. It's going to look a little strange. But hopefully it will all blend together. It's going to add a bit of blue to these bits. It's going to be so sparkly. But yeah, it's already sparkling. Oh, that's so cute! Hope I didn't just hear that right now. No, you did. We say that. We say thank you so much for streaking. You gotta thank the people for showing off their streaks. You never get that for free. Oh. Uno momento. We are just doing this. And then we shall stretch our hands out. And also browse air conditioners. It's ridiculously expensive. I think some of this is like performative though. Like, to just buy a decent fan, you don't need much. I think a good tower fan would be best. Oogity boogity! No stream froze after you read my comment out. I'm so glad it did. It's back! Hey! We could be having a bit of trouble. But, hopefully not. Argos. Fans, heaters, dehumidifiers. Bush. Shark. Bush. Hey, that's the dehumidifier I have. It's annoying that you can't use a dehumidifier as an aircon unit because it does condition the air and it uses rapid cooling to bring the water in. What I miss? Not much. It's break time, so I'm stretching my fingers and browsing for fans. Desk fans and air conditioning music. Shark fans, tower and misting fans. The thing is, I don't want it to humidify anything. Not humidifying. I think that's really false advertising that they can call an evaporative air cooler an air conditioner, because it's not the same. Can't work the fingers too hard. Exactly, they go through enough. Air conditioning unit with hose. Let's see what we get. First one, £1,000. Ah! There's got to be something cheaper than that. It cannot be that expensive. Ooh, air purifier. I would like to get an air purifier for this room because I spend a lot of time up here. Cheap portable air conditioners with exhaust hoses generally cost between £180 and £300. That's a lot. I guess I'll just get a good fan then. I'll get a good plain fan. And then that will... Maybe I'll get 2 fans. Fan strong is what I've typed in. Powerful fans. Yes, show me your power. I don't want an AI assistant. Bloody Rufus. It's used to be Alexa and now there's Rufus trying to tell me how to shop. Fuck off. Sorry. I just can't stand it. I whip my hands all day. Worst thing is when I get home and the loving lady needs a foot rub and they hurt so bad and you're like, no. No. I'm kind of stuck on the fans, not gonna lie. I thought I'd be able to get a fan. Oh my god. Hi, I'm Rufus. Fuck off, Rufus. Go away. He just came up again. Let me help you shop. No. Let me help you leave me alone. I guess I'd be looking for an industrial fan, right? I know what those look like because there's one in my workplace. I power through. Good, Jeff. Rufus and Alexa. Alexa sounds better and has sharper sounds, which can be heard better, right? Rufus is like a dog. Like a woof. I also don't understand these measurements of power. I wanted a little handheld one that I can put under my bed and it can blast. And anyway, I started blasting. It can blast the air out from under my bed. Industrial fan. It's the floor fans that I'm looking for. Yeah. And then if I wanted there to be a cooling component to this, all I have to do is put a bowl full of ice in front of it. Company called Big Ass Fans. Their brand is a donkey. Wait, I love that. I would buy a Big Ass fan. ProBreeze, Tanez, Imperial, Epicent, Milek. Let's sort by highest reviews. Because there's some things that I don't trust reviews on. Like, some things that are personal taste. Where it's like someone doesn't like a movie. That's their personal taste. But when it comes to judging something like a fan, I feel like it's very... People are going to tell the truth. Whoa. A lot of the ones coming up now are very expensive. Ooh, a solar paneled one. That's fun. Too expensive, but still fun. Free delivery Wednesday. Good, right after the heat wave. Alright, we're still going. I'm sorry that this has turned into Newt browsers on Amazon. Those are an interesting design. Black & Decker I do know, but that is delivery in July. Okay, all prime. Sort by price, high to low. Oh, the Amazon Basics desk fan has very high reviews, but does not look very reliable at all. My aunt has a floor fan that's extremely powerful. Cyclone! What a name. Cyclone. I don't need one that is gold. I really don't. I guess I would go with this. That looks dangerous. I want the highest views. Oh, I was sorting by price. That explains why they were so bloody expensive. Sort by highest review. Cyclone is the highest reviewed one on Amazon, but can only get here on Monday. Would light novel and manga reading peeps enjoy an anti-world strongest with nothing like kicked from a party, strongest OP cheat, or level 1 but still OP tropes in it that also delves into narrative approaches that usually misrepresent sensitive topics? I would absolutely be interested in that. Okay, the fan that is prime, that is got the highest reviews from 349 people, is the Pure Mate 20-inch. Costs 3 pence per hour to run. Good to know. Handle, motor control, grip, anti-slip feet. Ooh. That's great, but let me see the reviews. Great fan. Almost like aircon. Ooh. Bit noisy. That's fine. Don't mind that. It's noisy but lovely fan. I don't mind it being noisy. I'm already writing it. Let's go, fanfictioneer! Already approached the first hurdle. Representation of trauma. Valid. Valid. You need to be sensitive about it, but also not sugarcoat it. Alright, I will get Cosmo this fan. And a cooling mat. Oh. Just because I've never seen an amber warning of extreme heat, and he's also healing from an infection, and his bladder's just been irrigated, like, crazy time to be a Cosmo, right? Large. And there's Amazon's choice, or there's the sponsored choice. Let's go by reviews again, because there's no reason for a pet owner to lie about that. Oh my god, I have heartburn. Why do I have such heartburn? What's the name of that fan again? Cyclone. Called Cyclone, Jeff. It's £64, so it's still pretty expensive. But it's an industrial-sized fan. And it's about half the price of the lowest price aircon unit. It has dual purpose for me, because this is going to see Cosmo through the heat wave, but also I'm going to have it up in my room. That one only has 38 reviews. 10, 77, 20. I want the one with the most reviews that's pretty high up. There we go. 2.1k have reviewed that, but it's £40. Oh, it changes colour when heat is absorbed. That's crazy. Wait, that's actually really fun. Ah, I see why this one's so expensive. It's actually a piece of bedding. So it has a soft outside. That would be helpful for Cosmo because he doesn't like laying down on things that crinkle. But, you know, if he's dying of heat stroke, I'll put him on something that crinkles, you know. It's a champagne problem, that one. Good cooling mat. Really works to cool my dog down. Great item. Shame about the delivery. Goodbye. Dog cooling mat. Great cooling mat. Expensive basic mat. Very nicely made mat, and if it were considerably cheaper, would be a good crate liner. But this is big, but it doesn't cool as advertised. Ooh. That's only one of 2.4 thousand reviews. 20-inch personal blowing device. Not sure it's a fan anymore. Oh, a lot of the reviews are from... That one's from Japan. What does the Japanese person say? The washing machine is washable. Okay, I assume they mean the product is washable. I'm using it as bedding for newborn children. It looks cool and comfortable. I'm washing it thoroughly with the soft one in the washing machine, but it seems to be fine. All the cheaper ones are wipeable, though. I'll have a think about whether I want to get that one. I'm sorry, this is just browsing with Newt time. This sprint is going to be just me talking about pet cooling mats. I apologise. This is happening now. Can I get... How can I sort by most customer reviews? Newest arrivals, best sellers. Let's take a look at best sellers. Ah, one of them has a little pillow. Wait, that's so cute. It can't get here in time, but it has a little pillow. So that they can put their little chin on it. Don't do this to me. They're just babies. That's £47. I'm not sure I'm willing to shell out £47 for 2 days. Again, is that one coming up? I think it works well because it's got a material cover. Oh, this one shows you what it's actually made of. Okay, and it's cheaper. Icy polyester taffeta fabric, waterproof PVC film, soft sponge, waterproof PVC film, and the fabric. So is it the taffeta fabric that cools? Let me look up how pet cooling mats work. They absorb the body heat. Pressure activated gel mats. These are the most common mats. They're filled with special mixture of water and polymer. I'm sorry, what? They're full of... They're full of liquid? This one doesn't have liquid, it has sponge. Wait, they're full of liquid? Should they be full of liquid? For any confusion, Ibisao is pronounced Ibashaw. Oh, I nearly had it. I was calling it Ibisao. That cooling mat does look great, but what's it made of? Ah, there's the gel. That one actually has the gel. It's interesting that there's a few of these on here that don't have the gel, which would suggest that they're non-functional. And they're being passed off as a functional product. That's interesting. Here we go. Non-toxic gel self-cooling pad. 19,000 reviews, and it sits pretty at 4.3. I mean, we don't need a huge one. Oh my god, they've done one that goes in a human's bed. Wait, that's so great. You can sleep with the dog. I would get the one that's modelled on a Labrador, I guess. Because that's what Cozzy is. He's the Labrador. He's the Labrador. Do you know he's 40 kilos? Yeah, non-toxic gel. It's like the name Siobhan. Showborn, right? Got ideas for what I would call it. Meta Magic doesn't feel right. I like Meta Magic. What's wrong with Meta Magic? Okay, I understand the picture of the Chihuahua in the sunglasses, but does this actually work? Best product I've come across so far. Ooh, Sarah. My dog is a 23 kilogram Cosmo would never. Golden Labrador, so he's a big boy. You think that's a big boy? You wait until he gets old. Okay, yeah. This seems like a good... More things from Japan. Apparently there's a good market for cooling down dogs in Japan. This one seems pretty good. Oh, no. Free delivery by the 24th of June. No! Does the smaller one get here in time? It's free delivery tomorrow. That one does model a Labrador, but it models a much smaller Labrador. But I don't think it matters as long as it goes under Cozzy's belly. If I can just put it under his belly wells, we should be fine. It's wild that they made one that fits a human bed. I also love that they made one that fits a human bed. That makes me really happy. That's specifically made so that somebody can sleep with their pet. Slow burn and emotionally mature too. Characters actually think and talk things through. This is good! Dang it. Spoilers. Realistically ethical polyamorous relationship representation. Volume 4 onwards. You got this, fanfictioneer. Non-toxic gel. Another one that's non-toxic gel pads. Puppy pad, puppy pad, cooling dog pad. Is anyone else starting to go a bit nuts? That one is 60 by 50. That one's 60 by 52 and is half the price. So what if I got the 90 by 51 of this brand, which appears to be exactly the same thing? Yeah, let's do that. Still arrives tomorrow, so that's good. I'm still planning future story subplots and a subplot narrative. You got this! It sounds like a really rich story. Okay, altogether that's £85 to keep my dog cool in the coming days. But you know what? We're gonna do it. Bye now, baby. I refuse to let Cosmo be hot. There we go. It is done. It is time. And then I will need to go through and do some banking in order to cover that. But for now, it's ordered and it will be on its way. So Cosmo won't suffer. I've just never seen an amber weather warning for extreme heat. And he's already struggling. It's just so full sun. And he's not shed his winter coat. Possibly because of stress. I'll give him a good brush tonight. Try and kickstart the shedding. Then I can get, if I can get him on that mat, that would be great. Then hopefully he could be a good few degrees cooler. Is there a nickname I can use for you? Yeah, absolutely, fanfictioneer. You can call me Newt, as in the penguin noise, or you can call me Writer. You can also call me Saint Dumbass, but that is a nickname reserved for the people who watched me play Batman and not solve any of the crimes. Newt! 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 You know it. Not Saint Dumas! Not Saint Dumas! Don't you Saint Dumas up in here. Oh man, I love crafting. Embroidery is fun. I just don't like doing French knots. And it will always include French knots because they're one of the funkiest 3D stitches out there. Why not Saint Newt? This is true. Why not Saint Newt? I am a saint and I am a Catholic, so we know this. Okay, that for some reason is linked together, but it's a slip knot, so I can get rid of it. Do you see how it sparkles now? I like that it sparkles now. Or Snoot for short, and then we can boot the Snoot. Oh, wait, that's so cute! Boot my Snoot. Boot my Snoot. Alright, beautiful. You see how that shines? It shines now. Is the camera picking that up? Oh, fanfictioneer, I'm so sorry. Fanfictioneer is single-handedly holding back the pre-roll ads right now. I mean, it looks like I'm holding up a butthole to the camera, but it's a shiny one. Focus. Focus, camera. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Can you see it? You see the shine? Ah, there we go. I see the shine. Yeah. I like the shine, but I like the cookie. So we'll do this to the other daisies, and then we have to go to our French knots, I do believe. Let me see. Let's Stitch French knots in the center. Looks like it wants me to do more than one French knot for each as well, which is awful. Why would it make me do that? Oh no, it's a French knot and some beads, interestingly. Center 14. Also in yellow and orange beads. Create more daisies using detached chain stitches. Yeah. We'll move on to that in a bit. I'm out of thread. I thought there was a lot more on there than there is. French hours are so boring, I can't understand a single word, and it somehow makes them feel longer as normal. I guess the French language lingers. Like, each syllable is kind of long and elongated and sort of... It sort of lingers, right? Does that mean they talk slower? Their words are shorter, I guess not. It's gonna be so shiny. Watch me dazzle like a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. 10 points if you can tell me what movie that's from. Let me do something real quick. Hopefully none of this shows up on stream because I've just got a tab open that has a lot of my personal information on. Fingers crossed it doesn't show. Returns from the boring French ads. Fanfictioneer, thank you so much for watching the ads. You are single-handedly keeping people from watching pre-rolls, and that is really kind of you. And you are giving me a few pennies every time you watch the ads, so I really, really, really appreciate it. And I'm so sorry you keep getting stuck in them. Hopefully you'll luck out and it won't play you the third round. Okay, here we are. Stitch this into the back. Going well so far with this embroidery. Did you hear that? That was willfully naive optimism there. I know the French knots are coming. I also think that this is going to take me a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought this craft would maybe be completed. I'm still on the first step. I'm still on the first step here. Sometimes you're one of my main monitor streamers too. Fanfiction here! I am honoured! Thank you so much. I'm absolutely honoured by that. Thank you. Remember me for centuries. I can't thread this needle. Google Password Manager, because I'm so... Does anyone else look up their passwords on Google Password Manager because they suck at remembering their passwords? There's that meme on the internet where it's like a hacker tells you I've got all your passwords and you say, oh my god, thank god I lost them all. And I just got a bloody security code. Of course I have. I've got to do several passwords and a blood sample and my fingerprint all just to get into an account here. I have to feel like a hacker just to get in. I swear, it's me! It's me! I like this thread. I thought that it might look a bit frosty and blue, but it actually just adds a nice little bit of white shine to them, which is the purpose. $10,000 views. More people are watching your short. What are you telling me this? Oh, it's the same one that I was getting a lot from. Of course, the short which I upload to YouTube in which I mention making a Minecraft OnlyFans is the one that goes for the most. Yeah. Alright, there we go. I've also just done something which will help me pay for those things for Cosmo. What up, Cosmo boy? If you're lucky, you might also be in my future free copy list for when I publish a book I've worked on. Fanfictioneer, yes please, but also let me pay for a copy as well. Let me at least give you a big review. And a synopsis. Count segments of your fingers. You can count up to 12. You're so right. Do Minecraft OnlyFans. You use the donkey branded ones? I guess. But I was going to make one of those... Well, it was a joke, first of all. But then I thought I actually could do that. But do you remember that one of the top viewed things on Pornhub one year was a man who went on there and taught young boys how to shave? Because he knew that young boys were accessing the platform. And he taught young boys how to have manners, how to shave, what to get women on the first date. It was like a lesson in etiquette. And he was the top viewed guy, and he was not making porn for Pornhub. He was just making little instructional videos for young men. So it would be a joke one, I guess. I may even, because next week is going to be the final crafting stream before I start doing the drawing course, I may even have to do some of this embroidery off stream, but to be honest, I'm really enjoying it. I like embroidery. I don't like French knots. But I like embroidery on printed material like this. You can get really nice ones that are printed on really posh linen. And they can be a really nice decoration. To being real things, like how Finster went from joking about playing a girl on Omegle into actually finding enjoyment in being one, and recently had surgery to make his face structurally look more feminine. I went down the rabbit hole of the whole Finster thing the other day. I feel like it was a week ago. And I just thought it was so beautifully done. Like, he started and he was like, I'm just a boy wearing e-girl clothes and there's nothing. It's all a meme. It's all a joke. And I'm earning money from it and whatever. And then he went into feeling a bit more feminine and using she, her pronouns. And then she went into, I think she's along the trans vein now. I'm not sure whether she identifies fully as trans. I think it's more gender fluidity. But I just remember thinking, like, a joke on the internet brought that about, and I'm so happy about that. Right? Right? Don't they? Don't they look amazing, fanfictioneer? I hope they're having the best time. Who's texting me? Oh, that was the thing. That was the code. Okay, there we go. Can close that now. Can close this now. Oh, actually, no, I can't close them because I want my tabs to open the way that they open. I use tab memory to keep two main sort of suites of tabs open. And so if I shut my tabs for stream, I need to make sure that I don't open and shut 50 of them, otherwise I'll never get my suites back. I don't want to do the French knots, guys. They're hellish, hellish creatures, French knots. I don't think anyone else on this earth finds them so difficult. I hate them. I hate them. Hate them. I don't even think that they look good. I think that they look lopsided no matter how you do them. Could be a skill issue, though. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think so, fanfictioneer. I mean, it's whatever they want to go by. But I don't think that they would be upset if people called them a he or a she. Because he's been on the internet for so long. And he's gone by a he for so long. That I think that they would be fine with that. I'm happy with these daisies. I think they're really cute. Daisy, 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 daisy. It's interesting that more of the daisies are done in the alternative style rather than this one. I think this one looks slightly better. Personal opinion, though. Sparkly daisies. I do like the way the light catches them and the way that it blends in with the rest of the daisy. I do think that that looks really good and it is well thought out. Well done, Rowan Dean. Rowan Dean Embroidery Products. Well done. Well done. One stitch all better. Okay, sew this into the back. Can't pull on that too hard. Innuendo well and truly intended. Okay, so we are now on to French bloody knots. I hate them. Fill in the petals with number 12. Stitch French knots at the centre with number 14. What is number 14? Let's put number 12 away first. Because number 12 is getting caught in the bit next to it, which we do not need and we do not want. This song sounds like a lullaby. Okay, there we go. Number 12 back in position. So number 14 is just this nice yellow. So let's get one of these out. It's actually a little bit more... this has a looser and thicker thread. It's a bit more like wool. Does it say how many to put on here? Stitch French knots in the centre at number 14. So... use suggested number of strands. Or if unsure, use 2 or 3 in the needle. I will use 3. Oh, no, I won't use 3 for this. This is not strands. I said it felt different. This is wool. It's extremely important and inspiring for anyone else who feels awkward in finding who they truly are. And also, it's okay to laugh about it. I never thought that gender identity should be like such a serious, serious thing. But to laugh about it and to dress up is a really nice thing that they've done. You know, to dress up as something and say, I don't like that, or to say, I do like that, and to have the freedom of not being obliged to like or not like something. That's been really nice. I have major shadow right now. Also, I have a long text from someone. I'm sending sparkly hearts to someone, because that's cute. There aren't enough sparkly hearts in the world. Right, here we go. French knots. My nemesis. Twist thread once or twice around the needle to give a small or large knot. Then twist the needle around and insert into the fabric close to the emerging thread. Hold the thread while pulling needle through to the wrong side. To the wrong side of the fabric. I think that means the back side of the fabric. And how many French knots does it have on these? It looks like there's a couple of French knots in there. It does say stitch French knots. Let's try and fit 4 into each. So, stitch going in. This is a French knot. You have to come in real close like this. You have to wrap it around your needle a couple of times. I tend to go for 3. I know it says 2 in the manual. And then you come in and put it through a place close to, but not where you put the other thing. And then you pull it all taut. That is a French knot. Isn't it the ugliest thing you've ever seen? I hate that stitch. I don't know if that's going to focus. I hate that stitch with a burning passion. Stupid stitch. Automod backer, what happened? What happened? Wait, I'm not on my stream on desktop. Hang on, let me get it up on desktop. Has Automod done something stupid? Oh, the French knot just got pulled through! I hate French knots. I hate French knots. I hate French knots. I hate French knots. I never do them right. I hate French knots. Automod Barker, what are you doing? Back a day zoo? Back a day zoo? What did it get you on? Oh, I can't see it. Back a no Automod des zoo. Alright, French bloody knots. If French knots are still in the world by the time that I'm going to hell, send me down twice as quick. It just got pulled through again! I think I'm going to have to put a little stitch foundation in order for them to settle, because I've not left a lot of space in the middle, which is my B. But also kind of the fabric's B, if you think about it. Let's just stitch in a yellow middle with some regular stitches. And then I can use these to mount the French knots on. It will also provide a nice bit of background. She'll be good. Do we see the vision? Is the vision being envisaged? Can I whisper the comment to someone who has perms to share it? You can whisper it to me. Whether I'll see it or not, I don't know, but you can whisper it to me. Alright, I'll now try and stitch onto these that I've just stitched in. And hope to God it works. French knot attempt number 2. This will not be the last. It will not be successful, most likely. Whispered, arigato! Hey! Money for just that's what that intersex girl who's queer. Oh, lovely!
Girl.
Oh, hello. Lovely! I'm so glad you have that representation in it, Fanfictioneer. There should be more representation of the grey area of gender. It does exist, and it does exist in nature, too. How you doing, Pale? Thank you so much for those biddies. I appreciate them. How are you? And the French knot is sticking. Have it. I still hate them as a stitch. But it's sticking, which is good. Bloody French knots. I nearly ended that sentence with bloody French. Bloody French. Oh, another one fell through. Oh, I suck at this. I suck at this. I suck at this game. I suck at this game. Pale, you want to come over here and learn how to French knot so I don't have to do it? It's not an Omegaverse thing, I swear. Aha, that one stuck. Sweet. Bloody French noon. Just got in between work, Tesco's, and a good 45 minutes at Mackie D's waiting for my food. So, Pale, I don't want to ruin your day, but have you seen the Met Office forecast for next week? I don't want to ruin your day. I don't want to ruin your day. Yes, the amber warning heatwave for extreme heat. I, in the process of this stream, have bought Cosmo a cooling mat and an industrial fan, though the industrial fan is for my room as well. Otherwise, I would have just bought him a regular little fan. And that is going to see him through the heatwave because he's currently healing from that bladder thing. And yeah, it's a bit of a thing. Weather around me is atrocious. Constant rain, thunder, and lightning. Hopefully that comes for us soon because we've just had a lot of hot weather. It's 29 here in Morillon for the next 4 days, yet somehow it's managed to rain. Hot rain. Hot rain kind of sucks. Okay, those are French knots. I hate them. Let's do the same thing that I did in this one over here. I did in that one over there, because that seemed to work, mounting the French knots on some more stitching rather than directly in the middle. That seemed to work for the French knots. Bloody French. It's as cold as Pluto! I'll bring my AC unit round. Yes, please! Gimme! Gimme. I was looking at that. I really think that it is false advertising and it's unfair to advertise evaporation fans as aircon units because they don't actually do any aircon. I went for something that's going to bring up the airflow, which is going to be good for him with his panting. That's going to help him cool down naturally. But I also got a cooling mat for him to lay on, which will help take some of his body heat. And hopefully combined that'll be enough to help him through it. Felt like an icicle when I got into the car. Oh, I wish I felt like an icicle right now. There's another one? Holy fudge cakes. Oh, fanfiction here. Oh, yeah. I've been putting off getting a fan for so long. And this is just like the final straw. I don't think in Cosmo's lifetime I've seen an amber weather warning for something called extreme heat. I don't think in Cosmo's lifetime there has ever been one. And so, of course, it would have to happen when he's 12 and healing from something going wrong with his bladder. They reduce the temperature and increase humidity, but they're not traditional aircon. That's the thing. And with all I know about dogs, it's not great to increase the humidity. You need to have dry, because you need to help their saliva evaporate, because their mouth is their main cooling down bit. So it would lower the temperature, which is great, but it would also stop their saliva from evaporating so much. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Oh my god, the French knots are slipping through. Why? 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 Why am I so bad at this? Don't make me do it. Don't make me go through it. That one almost stayed, but I don't think there are any prizes for almost. I think keeping this taut is important. That one fell through too. How am I doing this wrong? I just did 3 successful French knots on the other side. Could always give him a cool bath too. Absolutely. We'll wet him down. He hates being wet down, but he accepts it. Still without water too. Oh god, fanfictioneer, that's awful. Like, does keeping that taut help? I hope so. Did that help? No, it fell through again. How am I doing so many French knots wrong? Play with the hose in the garden? Yeah! He never really went for that, but he does get all silly when he's been hosed down and he has to go on a run around the garden. So he does go a little silly. Just a little silly scooter. Okay, another one has fallen through. I really don't know how I've done that so badly. You wind it up the needle. So, hang on. Let me just look at exactly what they've put in the thing. The needle is there. The thread comes down, wraps around like that. That's what I have been doing. So, close to the emerging needle. Hold the thread while pulling the needle through to the wrong side of the fabric. I think I'm not close enough to the original puncture wound. Was that the problem? Okay, that one sort of stayed. I think that was the problem. That one fell through completely. How am I doing this so badly? Genuinely, how am I doing this so badly? I've done French knots before. I knew they were going to be difficult, but, like, they infuriate me. They make me so mad. Is it that I need to pull this in like this? That one stayed. French knot. Let's go. That one's a bit of a mess of half French knots, not actual real ones, but we're adding beads to this. So I guess we can cover some of it up. Cover up my sins. It's gonna take a lot to cover those up. Okay, what did I do last time? I had this, and I pulled it, and I kept it taut. French knot, baby! Hey! Here's an example. Newt un himer tolier. I'm here for you, Newt. And humans of chat. And humans of chat. Which one's humans? Is it Yma? The end one, Yma. It's because Rampani, my conlang, is a native language of the bestial race of my high fantasy series. Hell yeah! I'm glad you're enjoying writing it, though. It's very Tolkien of you to come up with your own language for your story. And for there to be bestial races, too. Yeah! I see you, fanfictioneer. I see you. Alright, we've got about half an hour left of stream, and then I'm going to raid out to Jerry. I hope Jerry is still streaming. These look like fried eggs. Come on, do one correctly right off the bat. Prove yourself as an embroiderer. Not just a cross-stitcher. Okay, technically correct, but pretty shitty looking one. Correct, but I don't like it. Not religious, but Jesus Christ, I have 8 languages to develop. You got this! I feel like that's where your passion lies, fanfictioneer. I feel like almost the stories are secondary. Somehow I did those 2 French knots absolutely perfectly. How did I do that? But how did I do that? And also in yellow and orange beads. Yellow and orange beads. We're starting beading. Yellow. Oh god, they're so small. Is it these ones? Oh, they're so tiny. They're like really tiny. Those are some yellow beads. And these are some orange beads. Which I don't think that my current needle is actually going to fit through, which explains why they give you several needles. Oh, this is fine work now. Oh, yes, this is fine work now. Let's match up 1 yellow and 1 orange for each. And then go from there. I don't think that my current needle is going to fit in these. I need a little tray to put these on, because they are so small. Do I have a little tray? Can I have a little tray? This is the lid of a candle. That might work. Do the lid of a candle. Just to keep track of my beads. Candle smells lovely. Candle smells like petrichor. 12? Oh my god, you're gonna die. You're doing a French knot while I'm on holidays. France is tripping me up. You're so welcome. Break. Stretch your hands. Stretch those hands. I don't actually know how they want me to stitch in the beads here. Or what thread I'm supposed to use for this. I would assume they want me to use the yellow thread, but it's a bit thick. So we'll give that a go with the slightly larger ones in a smidgen. But I definitely think that these ones are going to require the smaller needle. There's no way that that's going through. Okay, I have a problem with the dish, and that is the fact that anything that I put in it is getting stuck. Yeah, this needle fits them. Still, only just. Alright, stretch those hands. Stretch those hands. I guess I could go in with my own thread. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. I want to do things by the book. It looks like they've threaded them in. Yeah, it looks like they've threaded them in with the yellow on this thing. Tasty water. I've not drunk the whole time I've been streaming. Bad news. Is that a slightly longer break? Yeah, it is. We've got 3 minutes. Alright. I want to get back into it. Let's just see if this will work. Because I'll need to put it... I'll need to do something very fancy here. And that is to put the needle through. Put the needle through. Put the bead on the needle. Okay, yeah, this fits. Oh, no it doesn't. That's never going to go through. I'm going to have to thread the other needle. Which is going to take me about 3 business days. Such a small needle. There were slightly bigger beads, but I didn't use them. There's a lot of the little orange ones. Oh, there's no way I'm threading this thing. I mean, there's no way I'm threading this thing. I'll see you guys on a fortnight. I got a piece of it in then, but not the full bit. Maybe it wants me to separate these 2 strands. That would make sense. It would also make it slightly more invisible. The instructions aren't hugely descriptive, but I'm okay with that. because it's fairly intuitive. But this bit I don't know. Okay, that's what it looks like separated. You get it more separated. I'm glad I'm testing this on a small piece that I wasn't using. That has a chance of being threaded on that needle. A slim one, but still a chance. It's going in my mouth. Nope. It's kind of flaking off. It's a very different texture to what I'm used to. It is definitely wool rather than embroidery thread. I threaded it! I've only gone and threaded it. Let's go! Oh my god, this needle is so thin, it bends in my fingers. It's so thin. This is a fine, fine work right here. It's finer. Okay, so we're gonna put that on this. And then put this over there. And this will pass through, right? Yes, it will. Lovely, 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 lovely. And then sew it into the back. I still have thread in my mouth. The thread broke, which is awful news, but I did just sew a bead on. There's a bead on there. I did that. Woo! Woo! Let's go, Pale! Let's go, Pale, let's go. Let's go, lesbians, let's go. I think I will get some of my regular thread down for continuing the rest of this project, because this seems like very fine work. Too fine for wool thread. More needs embroidery thread. Which I do have as part of this project, but I wanted it to match with the middle of the daisies. And what I've already done. Alright, sewn into the back. There's 2 beads in there. Let's go! Again, it just sort of flaked off. Nice! Well done on the threading. I'm taking a while to type because my middle finger got cut on an activity this morning. Oh no! What were you doing? Was it at least a very fun activity? Who did you flip off? You flipped off someone so hard that you broke your middle finger. Oh, this thread just keeps breaking. It's not even thread. It's wool. I'm choosing to do this very hard task with the worst of materials available to me. So, let's change materials. I will use some of... Where's the embroidery thread? This is embroidery thread. This will work. I will split. I will take a few pieces out of this. Embroidery thread will hold much stronger than wool. Just take one bit of it. But then I must remember that the thread that I put back there is only a 5 count now and not a 6 count. I was on Go Ape-like structure with zip lines, and that's how you know. How do you know I flipped up my future brother-in-law? Because they deserved it. I hope you flipped him off as you fell down to the ground. Even if it wasn't his fault, you know? Just blame him anyway. That's what brothers are for. I spent the majority of my childhood with my brother. Alright. The beads. The beads. So it says to put on... And also in yellow and orange beads. And there are 2 yellow in that one. Yellow and orange in that one, and a yellow and orange in that one. So I'm just going to put a yellow and orange in all of them. That seems sensible. Okay. Start with the yellow. You have selected the yellow one. Watch me spill all these beads on the floor at one point. Watch it happen. Watch me. It's nice that it's mixed media, though, because I've never had any experience with beads. So this is my first experience of it, and that's the point of this kit. To get used to things. God, these beads are tiny. They're so small. So small. You can see them on stream. They might not even be picked up on stream. Cover up my bad French knotting with it. You know what, Pale? I didn't even see that as an innuendo, but you're so right. You're absolutely right. God fucking damn it. Thank you, Pale, for quote of 659. I nearly said 569. You missed a really good innuendo earlier. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't miss anything. Nuh-uh. Fake news. I never say anything that could be misconstrued as an innuendo. I actually don't remember. Wait, do I remember? Can I add a quote after it has occurred? Yeah, you can. I remember the ballpark, but I don't remember the wording. What did my dumbass say? I think it's easier to go into the little metal tray and pick up the bead like that. Does thank you for streaking already exist? I hope so. I hope so. I say it to everyone. I remember I said something earlier and I said innuendo absolutely intended, but I can't remember what it was. Newt the liar. Couldn't be me. I would never lie. I actually can't lie because I'm a Catholic. So, sucks to be you, I guess. I guess I'll keep the spare thread in here for when I need it next. That is my sewing thread. Okay. So we have 3 daisies with French knots, shiny thread, and beads. What do you think of those fried eggs? Working out the one I've been holding back. Hey! Wonder if you're unable to lie. Do you love me? Of course I do. It pretty. Thank you! Thank you very much. What is the next step? Let me see what the next step is. Create more daisies using detached chain stitches. I don't actually know how to do detached chain stitches. So shall we learn that before the end of stream today? I have an idea what it might be. Oh, it's a daisy stitch. Yeah, I know a daisy stitch. Lazy
this
daisy.
is the detached chain.
Shush. Hush now. So you bring the thread through. You put it as far as you want, and then you put it underneath. Yep. And then before the loop fully closes. Yeah, okay. So we're going back to white. Because I'm back in white. Yeah, I'm back in white. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum. See, she is a liar. How dare everyone here accuse me? How dare every single one of you? You're all banned. Awake again and you're still on. Hi, Bones. You just got banned, I'm afraid. I'm banning everyone in chat. No one's allowed to speak anymore. Bones, what do you think of what I've done so far? Let me show you. So I've done 3 daisies in a single stitch style. With some sparkly thread and some beads and some French knots, which did put up a fight as expected. And they look like little fried eggs. Look at them. Look how majestic. They're nice in 3D, which I like. You see how they sit on the fabric? I like that. Look how pretty. It's so pretty. Thank you, Bones. I appreciate it. I'm just going to do some detached stitches, which I knew as daisy stitches. And I looked up on the internet how to do detached chain stitch, and the first thing that came up was how to do daisy stitch. It's the same thing. So we are learning today. So the rest of them are done in detached stitch. My understanding of detached stitch is that you come in, and then, let me visualize it real quick. Ram is streaming again! Raid him when you're done with stream! I was gonna raid Jerry! Jerry's starting her all-a-thon! Wait, who do I raid? We'll see if Jerry's still on when I get off here. You come in like that. Okay, and then you come under where you've just come in. You go to where you want to go. Which is over here. This is going to take a few practices for me. And then you loop it through so that what you've carried over is like a petal shape. Yeah, there we go. It's not quite tight enough because I can't pull it because... And then you pop the stitch that holds it in place above it, just there. That is my first daisy stitch for this. Beautiful. Needs work though. Magora, Pale, how you doing? How you doing? Rain is cooked, body is melting. I'm going to grab a cool shower and head to bed, I think. Oh, good, Magora. You do that. I think that sounds like an excellent plan. I'm going to grab a shower before I head to bed as well. I did far too much sweating to not have a shower today. Okay, go to where I want to go. Just over here. Thread it through. Woohoo! Look at me doing things. Look at me doing stuff and things. This Ada is like half cross-stitch Ada, which is making the tension a little hard to manage. So you know I like the tension. But I'm aware of that, which is interesting. Just something to note. Just something to note. So I might go over these to make them a little bit more like... Oh, I just did that one wrong. I just did that one wrong. Wait, no, come back. I need this. I need this to come back. There we go. I read that as cat and my brain is not working. Well, Lady Magora does have a cat. She has my son, who she stole from me, called Mickey. My car is still at the garage. Is it still the AC? I think my lungs have decided they want a divorce. Bones, I'm so sorry for you right now. The thought of having this heat and then having, like, a cough on top of it, but then also, like, a chest infection on top of the cough. Jesus Christ. Who hexed you? Who cursed you? Do you have a mean ex or something? Questioning why the cat was at the garage. Because he's putting in a day's work, Bones. Putting in a day's work. A day's work? Nikki's got something to tell us. Leakage in the Etsy. Boo. I didn't have AC in my old car for 4 years. I would have died. I would have died last summer. Boy, I adopted him first. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him, Magora. You don't have a choice. I'm afraid you don't have a choice. Oh no, the stitch didn't come through correctly. How have I done that? Oh, I'm such a silly goose. There we go. Unstitched, baby. Unstitched, baby. Yes, very mean ex, all her fault. Yeah. Definitely hexed. Definitely cursed. Chest infection, which the treatment they suggest is hot steam, by the way. I would cry. I would cry into the hot steam. We're all melting, we really are. But hopefully not Cosmo over the next few days, thanks to my ridiculously expensive Amazon purchases today. But you know what? He's worth it. He's having it hard at the moment with that kidney stuff. No, not the kidney stuff, the bladder stuff. I mean, he has kidney stuff too. He's an old guy. He's an old guy, and he's having old guy ailments. But the thought of having a bladder flushed, so his bladder's inflamed because it got flushed, and being on anti-inflammatories, anti-pain, antibiotics, and having all of that to deal with, and then it being an amber warning for extreme heat. Yes, I did spend nearly £100 on him just now. Aussie Boy's a good boy. He's a great boy. Not a great option for cars without AC. Drive very fast with the windows open. You gotta go fast. I also made a decision to spend much money for more cool. This is good! We will be cool together. Cool cats. Cool kids. What does it want me to do with the dead space in this? Add a few stitches in number 12. Refer to photo. Look at bottom of the design just left of the center and work 3 spiders webs on printed circles in number 7 and number 5. Refer to picture. No, they just put more stitches on for these ones. Is a no from me in this weather? So valid. Absolutely valid. I would not be upping. I'm on sertraline, and that does give me heat intolerance for sure. I'm also a very good puppy. No, I'm not. I am a very good puppy. I mean, no, I'm not. I don't even know what puppies are. I don't even know what any of this means. I'm a Catholic. Very good puppy that also deserves the best. Listen. There was a cooling mat, Pale. Unironically, there was a cooling mat that was made so that you could sleep with your dog. They'd made a pet cooling mat. It was from a pet company. It was branded Pet Cool. And it was in a human bed style for you to put under your thing and sleep on it with your dog. I thought that was so cute. That made me so happy that product exists just because people want to sleep with their dogs in hot weather. How cute is that? Yes, you are. You're a good girl. Don't know what you mean. I ordered that. It's sweet, right? I need. It's a need. Me too with the meds. Yeah, sertraline gives you such heat intolerance. It's horrible. Oh, I was looking for a partner who accepts their gender identity and to take them on adventures, but forgot to ask permission from Newt if they'd like to have a future cameo character. Yes, please. That character sounds awesome. Absolutely, go for it. Any source of inspiration. Do it. I am honored. I want to sleep with my puppy in hot weather. Wait a minute, you don't have a dog. Wait, Pale. You don't have a dog. You don't have a dog. Cat wants cuddles, and I do not. This was a logical solution. This is the compromise that we are working with in our extreme heat weather warning. These are certainly messier than the other stitches that I started with, but we're working with it. Also, we're not doing the final sprint on the clock today. I'm actually finishing at 2.5 hours, and that is to watch Cozzy. But I will be back in the Discord over the weekend with movie night. Not sure what we're going to be watching. I'm going to look through the archives tonight and post to Discord what I have. I have a lot of movies. Even a clicker. Listen! 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 Bones, how dare you! Give her a collar and lead and everything. You did make me a custom collar and lead and a clicker. That much is very true. Check my list too? I will. I will. I shall indeed. I shall indeed. As much as I want to raid Bram, I'll see who's on, because if Jerry's not on anymore, we'll raid Bram. But if not, then we'll go and raid Jerry, who is starting her all-a-thon today. And it's been lovely, because she sent me her all-a-thon timer, ready for my all-a-thon in September. So this into the back. I like those stitches. They're kind of nice. They're very lopsided, but I'm going to be adding more as I go around. And it will look more daisy-like, I think. So we'll see what happens. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies. I feel like I have a thing on my wall, literally up there, that says, come to the gay side, we have rainbows. It was from HMV, like, back in the day. This is why dark side is always better. You're so right. You're so right. As it should be. I want to be a Sith. I want to be a Death Eater. I want to be... What other dark things are there? What other, like, evil things are there? Do you know who gave me gender envy as a child? And this is so specific, and I really, really hope that you guys get it. Do you remember Mark Strong's character in Stardust? He's dressed head to toe in black leather. He only rides a black horse. And he is solo. Like, his brothers ride in carriages. And it's just him and his horse. He gave me major gender envy. And I just thought then, like, who's dark in media? And he came to my mind. I want to say... He wasn't called Severus, was he? Am I mixing that up with Harry Potter? Who did he play? Septimus, that's it. I was close. Don't say it. No, they may have dressed well, but don't say it. Don't say it. Couldn't find it on Blurb. Let me see, let me see, let me see. I'll play it through my phone. Or my phone will glitch. I might have fat finger fucked it. He looks so happy. He's so evil, I love him. Have you ever watched It's the Star Kid musical? And it's called Annie, and it's the parody of Anakin Skywalker. I've mentioned it before on this channel. They did an Emperor character in that, and he is so funny. He's all about inviting people's friends and family onto the Death Star. Which is ironic, considering that Luke's about to blow it up. But that character reminded me of it. He would offer you a cookie. He's like nice Emperor core, but also like not. I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to watch it. It's also the director of the musical who plays the Emperor. Oh, I just did this wrong. Ads again. Oh, I'm so sorry, fanfictioneer. Thank you for watching them. How deep does this thing go? Very is the answer. Where's that from? That's when guests are coming over. That is my nice bra. I do have a nice bra. I'm wearing it right now. Guests aren't coming over, but I went to the corner shop. So I had to look passable. How did that not work? Alright, I'm really messing this up all of a sudden. There we go. That's a stitch. What's the stitch? I've lost some thread on that though, which I don't like. Tie the rest back in. Take it off. Quote 652. Come on, GIMP. Now, I know that's the video editing software, but nobody else has to know that, right? We can just say we have a channel GIMP right now. And if you have to ask who that is, it's you. I know who it is, no. You're so right, it's me. I was about to ask, I'm so glad I waited. Bones is like, thank God. I think we got them off. I think that was... No, that was what I was playing yesterday. That was Legend of Korra. God, those enemies were difficult. I went and played a little bit of Novice Mode Pro Bending after that, and it just felt like the game was the easiest thing that I've ever played. Alright, that is our timer for today. I'm afraid we are ending a smidge early. That is for a couple of reasons, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to end there. But we're going to raid out. Who are we raiding to? Oh, Fanfictioneer. Well, it was lovely to see you, Fanfictioneer, again. Back from ads. Thank you so much for watching the ads. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jerry's just started her all-a-thon, so let's go and support Jerry. I can only lurk for a bit, but I will lurk and do the boosts for her. We love Jerry. We know Jerry. If you don't know, she is a VTuber in the style of a rat. She also says that she is the rat inside your walls, which she is. And I hope you all have a lovely night. Oh, Brian, I'm so sorry that you just got here. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm done half an hour early today, so it's fair enough. But I am sorry. We'll be back for movie night in Discord tomorrow, and I'll be back streaming on the Monday. I'm a stone cold top. Why didn't it play? Make it stone cold top. I am a stone cold top. Thank you, Brian, for returning your books. I need to stream my writing again. I am not home to do it. No worries, Fanfictioneer. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you can. It's okay, the streak counting. Good! Up to date. Good girl, no. Couldn't be me. Thank you for chatting, for lurking, for being here, for absolutely everything in between. Thank you for the biddies. And thank you, Fanfictioneer, for watching all of the ads. We are going over to raid Jerry, who has started her all-a-thon. And yeah, she's a very, very good artist and VTuber. And we're going to go hang out there for a bit. Hope you all have a lovely night, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.